Selena Gomez is suffering mental health struggles. From the past 2 years, Selena Gomez has been vocal about dealing with her mental health issues. She has spoken about being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, how she overcame from her breakup with Justin Bieber and The Weeknd. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we'll be talking about Selena Gomez's mental health and how she managed to overcome her own depression issues and how she stresses on the importance of mental health and personal well-being. Before we start though, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Now with that out of the way, let's jump right into the videos. Selena Gomez launched her makeup line named Rare Beauty and also promoted her music album Rare in November of 2020. And during an interview with Newsette, Selena sat down with her mother Mandy Teefey and they spoke about the singer's mental health. During that interview, Selena revealed about how she felt about her breakup with Justin Bieber. She said, "I remember I had a moment where I couldn't believe it, because the first and second day, the reactions were crazy, and I remembered and I smiled. I was like, that's why it's worth it." She further shared, "All of these years of confusion and being in love and all of this stuff, and it was finally a clean slate. And it wasn't even because everyone liked it, it was just a realization of why I went through everything I went through." Selena Gomez admits the journey to figuring out how to manage her mental health wasn't very easy, but says she's finally in a good place. "My highs were really high, and my lows would take me out for weeks at a time. I found out I do suffer from mental health issues, and honestly, that was a relief. I realized that there is a way to get help and find people that you trust." Gomez, now 28, told WSJ Magazine, "I got on the right medication, and my life has completely changed." And her biggest support to encourage her to fighting her battles with depression and getting therapy is her mother. Her mother encouraged her to see a therapist. Talking about how having a therapist isn't a taboo, Selena said, "Because I was raised by my mom, who wasn't afraid to talk about things, it didn't seem like a taboo thing for me. It was like, oh, okay, I definitely know it's possible to have mental illness. So I was much younger when I started therapy, and it was great, but I was still figuring it out. I think it takes a special person for you to match up with, but as my mom said, we do have all these other free resources because many people can't afford traditional therapy. That's why I've always had dreams of having centers like Planned Parenthood, but just dedicated to mental health. I believe mental health care should be accessible to everyone." Selena Gomez is also an open advocate for mental health, often having talks about the issue. In an Instagram video a few months back on World Mental Health Day, she and Dr. Vic Murthy, former Surgeon General under the Obama administration, talked about everything, from chronic loneliness to the healing power of human connection. During the chat, she opened up about how she dealt with loneliness during the pandemic and how that affected her mental health. Selena also went into further detail about how this situation has allowed her to make time for things that are important to her, like spending time with family. She said, "Slowly towards the end, I found the things I'm doing are coming out and that it was exciting for me. I worked on personal things like a beauty line that has a goal of reaching 100 million in 10 years for mental health." She also talked about how she's an extrovert and loves connecting with people, which makes coping during this time especially difficult. She's also opened up about how she's been able to go to the studio more recently, which means that all of you Selena does will be seeing a new album of her good music soon. During the interview, she also spoke about how it's important to stay informed, but also be able to take breaks as well as the news can be overwhelming. She also explains why she doesn't have social media on her phone in nearly 2 years, as social media can make you feel more lonely and depressed. Selena was a guest at Miley Cyrus's Instagram series Bright Minded back in April 2020, where she opened up about her bipolar diagnosis. Selena chatted with Miley as how she once realized she was bipolar, she began to learn more about her diagnosis and it no longer scared her. She said that she went to one of the biggest and most acclaimed hospitals in America and how she learned more about the disease, and now that she knows so much, it no longer scares her. She's also received a lot of gratitude and thanks from her fans and others as she's so involved in creating more awareness about mental health. Yeah, truly she's one of the most genuine celebrities today. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.